Welcome back to another episode of WATTPOD. Today we've got Faiq wearing some WATTBA merch. Where can you get that?
Come on, cop it. You can get it absolutely nowhere right now.
Exactly, that's what we're talking
Coming
about.
very soon.
Yeah, soon. This is our camera now. We've got one mic. We thought, we have one camera. We should have one mic.
One mic. One brand.
One brand.
Speaking of one brand, we're going to talk to someone else from the same brand.
Oh, who is it?
It's the one and only.
Who?
Who's going to say it?
Oh, I thought
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself, mystery man.
Hello everyone, long time coming. My name is WATTBA Chaudhry. Well, why did I say it like that?
You can call him Atta, you call him
Atta Chaudhry.
You can call him Eminem.
You can call him Eminem. And
Or you can call him Blur Man, because you got blurred in the last episode.
You actually blur me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually blurred, yeah. They're going to see it, right?
Yo, you're meant to pretend this isn't like pre-done. Come on, man.
It's live. This is all
live.
live.
Like, I know it's
Yeah,
live.
like
It's in action.
What do you mean? Did you blur me? Like you should already know.
Yeah. But listen,
Anyway.
true to Eminem fashion, he has come in dressed as Eminem would.
Yeah, in a hoodie and jeans.
With Patrick at the front.
Patrick at the front.
Not as good as the WATTBA merch. Come on.
No,
Get the
not as
WATTBA
good as the
merch.
WATTBA merch.
Get the
Look at that.
WATTPOD right there. WATTBA.
WATTBA.
WATTBA right there. And yeah, look, alright, let's go back to the topic. Of course, we have our social media running guy. You're going to see him a lot of reels. You've probably
Hell
seen
yeah.
a bunch of reels already. A
So
bunch
if you-
of vids, TikToks.
If you thought who makes these magical WATTBA social media posts, it is none other than Eminem.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get like legally sued for saying Eminem though?
I don't think Eminem's the type of legally sue. We might get a diss track, in which case, please
That is
reference
even
WATTBA.
better. Yeah, reference
Need
WATTBA.
that.
Yeah, and then indirectly it goes to Drake, and then it's even better.
Yeah, it could. I don't think Drake would. Imagine Drake singing WATTBA. That'd be a bit weird.
Imagine Drake dissing Eminem.
I don't think that would ever happen.
Nah, he's too
smart.
You don't want to get involved in that.
Yeah, like Eminem could expose him like crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of exposing, so
Yeah?
Adar,
Hi guys.
for guys who don't know, Adar was slightly nervous about today's podcast. He was
Yeah.
asking a lot of questions.
If you didn't know, we were meant to record this a week prior, but he was like, my beard hasn't grown. So in the comments down below, let us know what you
Yeah.
think of Atar's beard, what you
Right
think
now.
of his hair.
It's coming back.
Apparently he's sitting on his good side. So is it his good side? Who knows? Let us know in the comments.
Roast me.
Roast him.
Roast him.
Roast Eminem and he'll roast you back. Okay, listen, Adar, obviously we want to ask you a couple of questions. It's going to be very intense. It's going to be like a job interview. One of our members in the office is waving by, so we're going to wave back because we thought we'll do that. But listen, tell us a bit more about how you started in WATTBA, where you are in life. Don't answer that, no one cares.
Just gonna keep that quiet.
And yeah, what are your plans for the WATTBA social media page? Come on, sell the WATTBA page.
What can people look forward to, What can they expect from WATTBA?
Sell yourself.
I mean, how did I get started in WATTBA? I know that you two had been approached way before, right? He'd come to you two way before, and I know there was always like some little talking going on. I knew that something was happening, but he kept it quite quiet. So I was like, you know what? I'll allow it. They've got some.
Basically, he begged his way in. No, I'm joking.
Just to let you know,
It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
from last episode, the WATTBA chef is right there. That's where it does.
Chef?
Just to let you know.
Chief?
I didn't want to use like another word, so I said chef in German, which means boss. I wonder why I'm speaking German all of a sudden. It's really weird. Anyway,
Oh.
go ahead.
Right. Anyway, so yeah, obviously, Akib approached me at one point saying that look, this was the idea he had. He was developing an app, and he kind of saw me as. Can I say what you said? The as in the face of WATTBA. I know some people disagreed.
We'll keep that quiet. Who disagreed? I'll help.
Who disagreed to that?
Someone who's not very good at technology.
Oh, okay.
They who shall not be named.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
I'm
So-
gonna do you a justice as well.
Go on.
Just guys don't know, it's a little inside joke. Yeah, you guys are part of it.
You guys are power. You know.
Comment below if you know
OGs.
about the joke.
The OGs.
Yeah, the OGs.
Anyway, so Akib told me that this was his plan. He kind of wanted me to run the social media side of things, and kind of wanted me to be the face of WATTBA. So I said yes. I thought, you know what, it was a great opportunity. I've always wanted to do it. I think Faiq knows as well from way before. I was always about, I really wanted to open a YouTube channel and do like the whole Sidemen thing before they did it. But we never pushed ourselves to do it. So it was.
What have you been called? Like the brown men?
I don't know.
Gotta be careful with wording, but that is what he is. He's a man. He's brown.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
Reference
that.
WATTBA.
What's wrong with that?
No, it's great.
There were when I had my friends at school, there was like 8 or 9 of us, right? So it would have literally been the exact same as what the sidemen were doing. There would have just been, and the exact same diversity, like loads of different people of color, right? So we've always wanted to do it, and we never did it. And then when Akib kind of came with the opportunity, I said, you know what? There's no point in me saying no. It was an opportunity that I had to take. At the start, it was like, yeah, you've got the role. Nothing happened. Yeah. That was probably on my part. I kind of was like, doing me, and then kind of the next phone call came, right? It was like CEO was like, it said CEO WATTBA, and I was like, I was like, oh damn, like I'm in trouble. And then it was like, look, you're head of social media, let's get some work done. And then obviously, it's been like 4 or 5 months,
and there's still no work. No, I'm joking. Before people in the comments say like, oh, why are you being so mean? We're all mates. Like, this is all just banter. Don't get too personal.
No, we're not mates. We're co-workers. That's what we mean to each other.
Stay tuned for the behind the scenes to what we actually do to him. But that's different.
So yeah, I guess it was one of those ones where it's like, it's been 6 months and it's been enjoyable. It's difficult in the sense of, I'm a very creative person, but when you get asked to be creative on the spot, it then kind of it's difficult. I think as well.
Yeah, it is quite tough.
Content creator or like social media influencer, ex-YouTuber and Twitch streamer.
Twitch may be coming back, but YouTube probably.
It's difficult and it was hard, but I think once you start kind of getting in the groove of it, it's been enjoyable. And I get it to do it with people like you said, we're friends. Like I get to have that kind of environment. I'm not doing it in like a necessarily like this is strict, you kind of have to just get it done. It's like, okay, whatever content I produce, it's professional, but it's also like I enjoy doing it while I'm doing it.
Well, I've got a question.
Oh damn.
You said you want to be the face of WATTBA. Right. How does it actually feel having your face online?
Are you ready for your WWE match at WrestleMania to be the face of the company?
How does it feel?
Am I just like butting
to be in WrestleMania?
Sorry. I'm butting in.
To face Roman Reigns.
Are you ready to face The Undertaker?
Even though he's retired.
And he probably would still beat you.
No, on real. Let's just, obviously you doing social media before, you didn't really, do that space. You didn't really create content. It's different, right? From Instagram to creating content.
Yeah.
I think the audience at home would love to know, how does it feel now? Is it weird, or have you gotten so used to it that you don't even think about it anymore?
I guess the main thing is I think like a lot of people that know me know that like I'm not big on social media, but I'm always active on it. Like I post selfies, whatnot, and I'm kind of always on it, posting stories, whatnot. So for me, it's not changed in any sense. It's kind of more so like there's a little bit more pressure because now it's like my face is the thing that most people see first when they come to WATTBA.
But does that give you like a bit of pressure? Like everyone's looking at you. So technically every sort of image or say resemblance of WATTBA is now you. And what you do and what you say. And
yeah, I mean, there is obviously that sense of, you have this thing of now you're kind of like a role model in the sense I can't, be acting a certain way. Not that like anyone's following us in that sense. We don't have 1,000, 2,000, whatever followers, but essentially it's, I was doing whatever I was doing on my Instagram account, and now I'm kind of having to do it on the WATTBA and kind of relate what we do at WATTBA with social media. So it's different in the sense of, the parameters that you're allowed to be within creating content. I can't just create content for the sake of it. It has to do something with what we're doing. So that's different, but at the same time, it's the same thing. It's kind of like, look, I come in and I'm like, look, if this is what I want to film, I'll film it, and then we'll put it out there. And it depends on whether like the audience likes it. If they like it, then we'll carry on doing it. If they don't, then we'll change it.
And how much has your life changed since being the face of WATTBA?
It's become really hard. Just coming from where we are now to the Asda, I get stopped constantly. It's pictures and it's.
You just gave away a location for the office, by the way. They now know it's somewhere within Asda, so you made it even harder for yourself.
Yeah,
congratulations.
I've kind
Why
of
don't you just give your IP address?
I don't know how to get that, but
I'm
sure you can leave that in the comments. The top comment in the
top comment just gives us like.
But no, I think
we want the WATTBA IP address, which is
the swindler is after you. Swindler.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not changed, but there is a bit of like, I put it out to my family. The podcast has been going out for a long time. I wanted to be on it for a long time,
That's another ongoing joke, by the way. That's why
Yeah.
he did that really weird laugh.
Yeah.
But please proceed.
He asked to be on like the second podcast, so we're like, yo, chill, like.
Yeah, no, my
Wait.
Akib was like to me, you know,
Whoa. GDPR, bro. Come on, man.
the CEO founder,
You gotta use the street name.
Yeah.
Okay,
Street name, bro. What's the street name?
AK.
No, bro.
That's his IP address.
The CEO founder of WATTBA didn't allow me at the beginning to be on the podcast. He kind of barred me from it. Said there was
You gotta earn your way, you know? Like,
Exactly,
And not
so-
anyone can get on the podcast.
exactly. So I was like, you know what? Like,
Which is why I don't understand why us two are on here.
Unless your name is Awat. That
Yes,
is
yeah, that
always
guy.
welcome.
You
he,
always
he
welcome.
can come whenever he likes. Like
Yeah.
you can take my
OG.
spot
OG.
constantly.
Or
He's there since
Randolph?
the beginning.
Randolph?
Randolph, all KSI. If you're watching, you're always welcome. I know you're on my DMs, but you're always welcome.
What was the question again? How do you do this?
What do you mean, how do
We
you
just
do
flow. We just
Bro,
flow. There's no
like-
structure.
There's no structure, man.
I know, but what was the question? Because I was in the middle of it.
Well, basically, how has WATTBA been for you? How have you handled
Oh,
fame?
there we go.
How's your addiction going? I know you were struggling with it earlier on. How's it now? That's the people would love to know that.
So no one knows at the moment, but
Trying to think of a joke on the spot is not difficult. It's not difficult. It's very hard. So even I messed up.
it's been
He
it's
made a
been
joke on the
tough.
spot.
But I think I'm in a good place here. It's helping battling with that kind of addiction. So
Comment below what do you think Adar's addiction is. That's another great game.
I don't think that's appropriate, to be honest.
It's not appropriate. I don't know what that word was. So that wasn't
my
appropriate.
family are gonna see
but
this. They're gonna think something's wrong. So that was what I was saying.
People
it's
actually
important-
struggling.
It's
are just gonna
important,
get like,
it's important to reach out for your loved ones. So if you are his family, please reach out to Adar. As soon as possible.
That was my point, right? Was that while the podcast has been going on, my family have always been like, "Oh, when are you on it next? When are you on it next?" I've always been like, "Look, it's not my turn. Like the timing has to be there."
yeah.
And obviously now that we've had our first guest, which was an amazing podcast, being there when it happened, amazing. Having then our CEO come on, being there for that, you guys will see it. It's genuinely
They've already
it's,
seen
it's
it.
very in.
They've seen
you've
it,
seen it
bro.
already.
Come
Well,
on, man.
You
Why
might
do you
be
keep
watching this and you've
exposing us?
skipped. You've skipped it,
Keeps
so who
exposing
knows?
us.
You gotta be logged into this.
Sorry.
See, that's why you weren't on the pod since now. Well,
Yeah.
you're not doing very well at the moment. I'll be
Like
honest with you.
even now
You're
we're
terrible.
thinking like, do we actually release this?
Yeah, we might not even release this, guys. If you think this should be released, even though it has been released, we'll privatize
Is
it.
that not a paradox?
We'll privatize it if you guys want to.
I think.
Leave a like if you want to private this video.
Leave 10,000 likes. It somehow work.
Yeah, I guess life hasn't changed much, but it's become more so a very focused on this. Like I'm hard as much as I need to be on my phone for my work for this.
Yeah.
I hate being on my phone now because I'm always on it.
Like the fact that before, like all of us were on social media to, let's be honest, distract ourselves. But now you're on social media to actually work.
Yeah.
Like I'm curious to know, how is that? Like, is that strange?
It's actually like I was thinking about this the other day. Like my screen time on my phone has now increased by a lot. Like it's unhealthy. That's why I'm wearing these because these are blue light. Because I literally my eyes hurt. You have the thing as well. When you look at the screen and then next thing you know, it's you're on Instagram. I'm there because I want to be on there to like enjoy myself. Now I'm on there to do work. So
Yeah.
I will hardly ever be on my own Instagram now.
I
Like
had
there'll be
the same
days where
issue.
I've gone through like all the WATTBA stuff, and then next thing you know, it's now I don't even have time for my own thing. So
When I was creating content and I had to put, well, not I had to, but when I was posting on Instagram or anything else, it got to a point where I was like, I don't like social media anymore because like it turns into like work and not a sort of a escape from reality. What are you doing? What are you even doing? No.
I can attest to both these guys' statement, which is the difficulty of how do I say this? Differentiating work Instagram account to personal Instagram account. He knows what I'm talking about. I don't think he knows yet. We'll discuss it after the pod. Comment below if you guys know what I'm talking about.
Why do we keep asking for comments?
I don't know. We want to try and get comments. What do you mean? Why am I asking for comments?
Why are you
Why are
asking
people
about?
watching this podcast?
Why are you even looking at this screen, man?
I don't know. Before, like, we were like, oh, you need to look at the screen more.
Yeah.
And now I do it all the time.
Yeah, it's a bit too much. Even I'm doing it now.
Yeah,
But
it's nice though, isn't it?
what about that camera?
That
The
camera
full
does not get a lot of love. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
wide
true.
drop.
Bun that.
Yeah, but look, one thing as well, which I think I'm really curious in asking, is you mentioned on a day-to-day life, you're going on the WATTBA account more. Like, does it put you off using Instagram personally? Because I feel like if I was in your position and I was constantly working, I'd be sick of Instagram after a while. Or is it like you can easily differentiate? You're like, oh, this is my chill time. This is my work time on Instagram.
It's exactly that. It's like I'm trying to learn to differentiate it, to be able to use my own one and be like, okay, cool, I can enjoy myself on my Instagram account and still go on my WATTBA one and still get the work done there and still try and enjoy that. But now it's like I don't go on my phone. Like I've had people call me and I've not been on my phone because I don't want to be on my phone because I'm on my phone to do the WATTBA work. So in that sense, I don't really want to be on Instagram anymore now because I'm like, I know what it's like.
Yeah.
Now I understand those people that were putting out content on Instagram all the time. I don't know how you guys do it because it's so difficult for me in the sense of, coming up with the ideas in the first place. Now I'm having to go on there. I'm having to check, all the analytics all the time. Then, and like people say, like, don't look at the views or don't look at the engagement.
Yeah,
and it's so difficult because like I'll be there and I'll be like, oh, cool, I really like this post. And I'll look at it, and then
no one likes
you
it.
guys don't give me any appreciation.
Guys,
I don't get any love on the post.
Some love.
I get like the one that we did, the funny TikTok we made. Yeah, we put it out, and it got less than like 100 views, and I was like, that's the best one. That was the most fun that I had making one, and I'm like, nobody likes
That's the
it.
weird part. It's certain things I've noticed by speaking to you. Certain things you don't expect like to do well, where it's like less effort, seem to like explode. Stuff like we spend time on seems to like be really, really slow.
Yeah.
That day that we spent making those TikToks and like our CEO, we were, where we were doing them. I was like, this is great. This is so much fun. And those are the three that give us the lowest views. The ones that we all enjoyed making. And then it's like the ones that we were just sat having a random business meeting get the most. And I'm like, I don't understand the algorithm.
It wasn't random. It was very important dealings going on.
Yeah, obviously. But I mean, like, it was like in the sense of I'm trying to actually come up with something, and then the ones where I'm not trying and I'm kind of like, oh, I'll just put it out there just because it's content, and and then those get the biggest, and I'm like, I don't understand. Like,
that's the weird part about the space is there's no how do I put this? Like in work, if you do something, the result of it to a certain degree. All right, if I put this much time, the results of this. But in the space that you're in, there's none of that. You're literally just putting stuff out and seeing what works. That must be really strange and a bit frustrating at times.
There's no guidelines. Like I wish there was a book or a guideline. There probably is. Like I've been doing my own research and I'm going on YouTube and being like, okay, how do you do this better? How do you grow better? How do you do all this stuff? And then people are like, they have their says, right? But then you try it and it doesn't work. And then you try something else and it doesn't work. And it's really frustrating in the sense of there's no like guidelines. There's no like follow this and this will happen. It's kind of, you kind of have to do everything. You have to try everything. And that means putting a lot of time and effort in. Yeah. Which again, like that's not a problem for me, but like you said, it's frustrating because you're like, there's nothing that you can't say to me, oh yeah, actually if you do this, this is going to equivalate to this. And it's like, there's nothing like that. So we have to do it on the sense of I'm just kind of putting myself out there on a whim and hoping that something happens. And if it does, then great. Like it's not pot luck. We're still doing something. We're still kind of creating something, but at the end of the day, it's frustrating.
It's a different kind of work, I suppose, right? Because like you said, like your time is coming up with ideas. And like you said, it's hard to tell someone to be creative. Because that's not how creativity works.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a certain system that you do now that maybe you can give out as advice? We'll give it for free because we're nice people.
Advice for everyone. It works. It's but like no, like on a Wednesday is my day that I kind of come into the office, and that's where I put myself and I say to myself, look, whether I have ideas and I can be creative or not, I'm gonna do it. So I'll keep like 4 or 5 hours where I'm kind of like sitting in there's even times where I've come in and I've made 2, and then the third one that I want to create is taking me 2 hours to even come up with an idea or even scratch the surface of what it was going to be. And then I'll go off and have like a 2-hour break, and then I'll come back and be like, oh, this is exactly what I need. I'll know what I need to finish off now. Yeah. And there's no like getting away from the fact that it's so difficult in the sense of there's like, there's a schedule. Yeah, I have some things that I can do in the sense of coming up with ideas, but a lot of it comes from you guys as well. Like I've said, I have to ask for help. I can't necessarily just be like, okay, it's me and coming up with all the ideas. I have to say to these lot, listen, if you have an idea, put it on the chat, please.
You ask for help for all the time. Like I'm there, I'm trying to sleep. This guy calls me up like 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like, give me an idea. I'm like, reels. And somehow he gets it. Man.
It just works.
Creative minds are really weird.
He's just a magician. Do you reckon he's a wizard?
Possibly.
Could be, innit? He could be in like Hogwarts or something.
How do you, you're a wizard?
You're a wizard at that. I'm a what? You're a wizard.
Lovely
But I'm just at that. No, just Atta. You're a wizard.
That's what I mean. Trying to say the name in the correct way while putting on a Scottish. Is it Scottish?
It's a
accent?
Scottish
I think
accent.
so, yeah.
I think it's Scottish.
Very
Scottish,
difficult. Comment below if you guys have tried it
This guy.
and how you guys found that.
I really hope we get
that
loads of
one?
comments, guys. If you please just comment, like it will help us so much.
Up there. Cool. All right. Yeah, no, we comments actually. We need comments on the Instagram post.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Now's a chance.
I
Tell
guess
the people.
right. The biggest thing is if anyone is watching this and they have seen our Instagram, go onto our Instagram, follow us, like and share, comment. It really goes a long way. Even if it's not necessarily something that we can do. Like it doesn't have to be a great comment. Just comment for the sake of commenting. So yeah, I guess just comment, please.
If you guys watch this episode and you decide to comment from this episode, put in a 80 in the comments.
80?
Little-
Yeah, put
little
like an
code
80 in the comments.
Yeah. Look like an I don't know what the joke was, but put like an was it
80. Just put an 80.
Put an 80 and then we know, or A0, whatever it is. Make sure there's an A in it, and then we know
that you
they're
came
watching
from.
this
Yeah,
podcast.
you came from the thing.
Nice.
And maybe if we get enough comments, we might do a giveaway of something.
We will give away a subscription.
We could give away a free haircut.
We'll give away Atta.
We could do it, yeah.
I mean-
Alright, yeah. So whoever comments the most with that code word, you guys will earn free salon appointment, hopefully. Coming
Or
soon.
barbers,
Or
or nail
barbers,
tech,
or-
or nail technician.
Nail technician, whatever you want.
Whatever it is, just
Capped at 1 pence.
But make sure we know, innit, who you are. Make sure you follow the page first.
Our budget's a lot bigger than that.
Yeah,
Please.
you have to make sure you're following.
And by the way, we can do this because we can easily keep track.
yeah.
You're not going to be drowned out, alright?
We know there's not going to be that many
Right.
codes.
Yeah, so we're going to be able to help you
This is
out.
going to be Faiq.
There's a high chance you'll win if you comment.
There's a very
so-
high chance.
I've
so go
forgotten the
for it.
code. What's the code?
80? Should we
Yeah,
go
80. Just an 80.
A0. Okay, A0.
A0?
A0 or 80?
I was saying 80, but if we want to say
80,
A0,
I think A0
Can we do it like a
would be-
word that's like relatable?
okay, just say my name. Just type my name. It's 3 letters.
88.
88. Just put 88. Or put A8A.
Doesn't that remind you of APA?
Yeah, you're right,
WWE.
actually. Let's put... No one is APAs anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's-
ATA is fine.
Just, yeah. What was
Just
it?
comment my name, and whoever comments my name the most, or even comments, you might
All
comment my
caps.
name once.
All
Yeah,
caps,
all caps.
ATA.
Put it in there.
Yep.
Yeah, and then hopefully we'll get some traction.
I did want to say also, like, I may have been laughing while you guys were talking. It's because we tried making like a very last second teleprompter. And
really?
it didn't really work.
Put a teleprompter up again.
I want to see
wanna
this.
read
I think it's gone now.
Put it back
Do
up
we have
again.
time for the question?
Come on, put it up. We need a question.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
You know you can speak.
You
right?
can actually speak.
You
as
can
well,
speak,
Yeah.
you don't
no,
have to be
speak.
mute.
Speak. Oh my gosh.
It says undo typing, to be honest.
Guys, we are trying our best. Please bear with us.
Technical difficulties.
Last question suggestion. What about WATTBA made you want to be a part
Oh,
of it?
so what about WATTBA wanted you to be a part of it?
Great question. Where'd you come up with that?
I don't know, man. It just came out of the
Genius.
blue.
This is why you two are the hosts.
You know, man.
So what part of what made me want to be part of it? Was that the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, in your weird words.
Right.
That was the words.
That was the word.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's like the fact that WATTBA as itself is like, to me personally, it represents like family. It represents like not.
Vin Diesel memes coming out.
It represents like like
Da-da-da.
a kind of loving yourself. Kind of the environment is very family type. Like where you are all. 4 minutes left.
Thank you. Just thank you.
You were watching me.
This guy.
Professional.
This guy's
Even on guest now. Even on guest I'll be locked in. But go ahead.
So yeah, I think the main part was that it was the fact that it's with people that I like I care about. I enjoy being around. If I didn't enjoy being around the people that were here, I wouldn't do it because it would make the environment 10 times harder to create content. Imagine trying to create content with someone that you don't like. Like it's,
And that's what we want to do because when we create content with our work, it was very enjoyable. Yes, we only did a podcast, but it was very enjoyable. And to be fair, we spoke about as well, we want to carry on doing that with all of our clients, right? Beauticians, nails, barbers. We want to create content with them and we want to show that out to the world.
I think the main thing is that look, like if you have a story to tell, it doesn't matter what it is. It can you literally, this is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Like I think the main thing is that look, WATTBA is, it's a booking system. We help manage, where we do types of marketing, right? But at the end of the day, it's kind of like
Right?
Right, that is what we do.
Okay.
I know the first two were
It's
correct.
like-
I don't know about the
it's
third
like
one.
proper selling. You're like, yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about, and then he just goes, right, we do that, guys, right?
I just want
I'm not really
confirmation.
sure.
Comment below if you know better than I do.
Comment
Do we
below
really do
if you know what
that?
we do. Just comment below. What do you think?
What do
There's 3
you
points.
think we do?
3 points.
It's
Which
down
one was
to
which
you.
one was a lie and which are the two truths?
Two truths,
Right,
one
so
lie.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like that is what we do. But
Are you sure?
I think so. But it is very much so. It's that kind of environment. I wouldn't want to work anywhere else. Where we like if we were all at the same place and it was doing something else. Yeah, that's what I would do. It's the fact that it's who we are as a WATTBA team. I mean, that's what I'm trying to kind of get across on the social media page, and it will come out more. Is kind of getting to know everyone. I think there is going to be a lot of like reels and stuff where it's going to be me explaining my thing. It's going to be Walid explaining his thing. It'll be Faiq explaining his thing, and it's kind of getting to know us individually as a team, so you know who's behind what.
And getting the stories of all the individual business owners and groups as well, if you want to come in there. But that's what it is, right? We're helping out the local businesses.
Local businesses are being helped out from this. We're being helped out from. It's kind of the whole WATTBA thing is to help people. Like, get a haircut, get your nails done, make yourself feel better. Like, there's no other reason. Like, what else can you do?
I think that's a really good point because after COVID, a lot of these local businesses have been struggling. So that's what we're here for. We're here for a platform to bring the people together, make yourself feel better, to make the world feel
The
better.
people.
No one knows.
from WWE.
I know what it is, but no, I guarantee you, no one knows what it
Jack
is.
Sagan.
Listen, if you comment below if you know the
people.
reference. Comment below if you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, no one else will get that.
If you know,
If you know,
I'm gonna
you
give
know.
you a free haircut.
But look, Adar, we're gonna finish it up now. What's the one message you want to get across to the people? This is your stage.
One message.
One message.
I mean, it's
Relate it to WATTBA. Yeah, I'm just saying.
It has to be motivational, so we can put sad music behind it and put it on as a reel.
I mean, if you're gonna do anything in life, and it doesn't matter what you're gonna do, and like Awad said, and our CEO has said, it's do it with the intention of putting your hardest work in, doing it because you love doing it, and then doing it because you want to succeed. Like if you have those 3 things, and you have a wife behind you, you're winning.
Do you know what?
You're winning. You're winning.
I'm not gonna lie.
Doesn't have one.
No, listen. He was doing really, really well.
And
I was shocked how good he was doing until you went and have a wife.
So basically, you just regurgitated everything that everyone else said. You literally word by word.
The thing is,
That's
it
plagiarism.
sounded like it was your own thing, and it
was
sounded
his
so
own thing.
good.
It was
Until he said the part and get a wife.
And then
So
he
that
just
meant
copied
he just
something
copied someone else.
I didn't copy anyone else.
Beginning, he was like, "Let me try it," and then he just went, "You know what? What an AK say? All right, let me just talk about the wives."
Right, so that's been all for the podcast. Make sure you follow on Spotify, on YouTube, subscribe, like, follow the Instagram. Make
Download
sure
the
you
app. App is
download
out
the app.
now.
The app's out. And
We're gonna put that at the beginning as well. Download the app. That was the beginning.
Okay, yeah, relax.
Download the app.
We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
You actually said peace.